how everybody else streams. They don't do like an intro screen, so this is awkward for me. Literally because I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks, and now people are gonna be like, wait, what the fuck? What the shit? What in the frick? Let's see. Let's get all my stuff ready here. So, hi, Yuna. Up. Is it true? Is what true? Yuna, you're out of focus. You're the star of this show. There we go. If Yuna's not in focus, then what's the point? Then what is the point? Rex, did you just have my stream? Have you had my stream just open this whole time? For like 3 weeks? Hold on, let me try on some music here. What tunes we gonna bump, Yuna? Yeah, that's it. This is the music to listen to when you're quitting YouTube and Twitch. Hey, yo, baby. Oh, yes. I've always been known to make the craziest titles. Oh yeah, I have to change my category. Oh, this is just gonna kind of be a just chatting stream. Single streaming. If it's not streaming to YouTube, then no, I think it is streaming. What do you mean single streaming? Do you mean singles awareness streaming? I'm aware of singles. The singles I throw at my I almost said hooker, stripper. Ominous title. Hello everybody. What's going on? I'm not used to streaming and not having like an opening title thing. Hold on, the music's probably like loud. We can't see it on Twitch. It's live on YouTube but not Twitch. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Okay, should be streaming on Twitch now. I clicked Facebook. Facebook's stupid. I'm not gonna stream to Facebook anymore. Miss you. Where have you been? I've been all over the continental United States, or North America. Continental North America. And this is that shit. This is that shit where I'm just like, man, it's so stressful to like take any amount of break, because every time you like even travel for like Jesus Christ. Right off the bat. All right, well, ominous feasting. Okay, sorry. Just as everything goes, literally everything is working against me to stream. I was. I might have to mute the alerts
hope everything's been well for you
today.
So can't stay since I am in choir duties RN, so I will drop this for now.
This is insane. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute them, unfortunately, because I do want to talk. But yeah, welcome back. I loved your Alberta show. Thank you. Yes, I for those of you guys who saying where were you? I was in the Bahamas, and then I was playing a show in Florida, and then I was. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much, but I'm not gonna be able to.
I missed you so much. AKJDGVHDLFIUBHDFOHL.
I'm not gonna be able to get a word in, so. All right. I'm gonna turn off browser for a second. It'll.
Get the Pepto-Bismol. Why is under attack?
Jules,
You,
Wiggly,
Florida.
Jules, Wiggly, Jules, Wiggly, Jules, Wiggly, Jules, Wiggly, Jules, Wiggly.
I'd like to. I'm just turning it off. I'm sorry. I would like to talk. You can't silence it. I can silence you, but I don't want to discourage you guys from, resubbing and showing love. But it's I can't. It's so loud, and there's also no way I can turn it down from my current setup. So yeah. You get for not streaming for so long, get notified. I know. I appreciate it. I appreciated it. I miss you guys. Thanks again so much for the awesome concert. Sorry that I was so No, you were awesome, Dank. It was awesome getting to meet you in person. It's honestly one of the greatest feelings ever, to like have somebody in the chat and then meet them in person. Yes. I met Family Jewels and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. You can literally just write that on any t-shirt that I sell at my shows. I love that. I love that dog. This is the best dog in existence. All right, let me fix this. I wish it was easier to just go live. It's one of those things where I'm sure for everybody it's kind of difficult, but I think if going live was as hard as it is for me as it is everybody else, I don't think anyone would stream, because I don't know, man. It really does seem like there's not a single thing that can just work when I'm trying to stream, and there's so much like resistance, to yeah. Jules didn't bring. I didn't bring the cum shirt to Alberta because it was lost in the mail. Because of course it was. These last few months have been honestly like so fucking awful, and I don't want to like over or understate that, because I don't want to sound like ungrateful for all of the really, really cool things. But yeah, I mean, this whole year has just been a long series of just super unfortunate events, while I've been doing everything that I possibly can to like sit here and count my blessings and count my gratitudes. It's like, yeah, like there have been some great things, but like I lost $2,500 of merch in January, and part of that was the cum shirt, the cum shirt that people wanted. It's a shirt that literally just says I'm either coming or I'm suffering, and I haven't been coming all year, man. It's been an unfortunate year for most of it. So then you guys can understand, but it's hard sometimes when I feel like I've always been kind of somebody who wants to just be super transparent and talk to you guys about everything that's always going on, and because I don't want to come across like some fucking like elitist, like holier than thou piece of shit, but somehow that ends up happening anyway. So I don't know. Just before you left, 2 computers crashed, your water stopped, and your goal that you worked so hard, yeah, and probably more. Yeah, no, I haven't even talked about because, yeah, it's been crazy. That's crazy. You remember that? Yes. So I worked a year and a half on trying to get an Ocarina of Time goal, and because of a one slight malfunction in OBS that didn't separate my audio channels, it got rejected. And I tried to do a bunch of streams afterwards to be like, oh, maybe I can get it again, and I didn't. And now that I'm back, I don't really want to. But it's annoying. But so I'm sitting here every day since I got back from, my 2 trips, figuring out what I want to stream, and the answer is nothing. I don't want to stream anything. Why would anybody want to stream after everything that's happened? And then people ask, Why, where are the videos in YouTube? Why would anybody want to upload videos when, they were dealing with the shit that I've been dealing with? I don't know if you guys remembered, but almost at least weekly, somewhere between daily and weekly, almost like bi-daily, I get a message from somebody claiming that, hold on, maybe Banjo-Kazooie is not the right fucking music. Maybe no music is the right music. I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, almost every other day I get a message from somebody, usually angry, usually in kind of just like a punching up, like, you fucking asshole, like, don't you remember that you were once a smaller creator, saying that I copyright claimed them. Almost every other day. I don't blame them. I don't blame these people who think that it's me. What's been happening is people are getting claims when they do a gameplay, like a gameplay stream or something. They'll be playing, let's say they're playing Mega Man, right? Mega Man X. That's not a good example. I'm trying to think of. Mega Man X. Fuck it. So say you're playing Mega Man X, and you want to make a Let's Play. It's the cool thing to do these days. It said 2010. Is that still happening? Yeah, it's been happening for over a year now. Say you're streaming Mega Man 2, right? Or Mega Man X. Songs, and I've covered some music from that. And because I have correctly and legally licensed those covers to be put on stores like Spotify and YouTube Music and everything, those show up on YouTube Music. Now, what will happen is whoever owns the song, or somebody who doesn't own the song and they just want to, make some money, is they'll claim it. They'll claim your gameplay footage. You're not even playing the song. You're just playing the game with the song in it. This person, whether or not they legally own the music, will claim your video. Or, even better, they'll have entered the song into Content ID so that it's instantly claimed. Instantly. Regardless of if they own it or not. Now, what do you think the person who's getting the message is going to get? Is it A, you got a copyright claim from, and then the claimant? Or B, you got a copyright claim for using a melody from this song? Now, how do you think YouTube finds out what song it is? It goes to YouTube Music. And if it so happens that one of the highest results is a cover, that is what's going to be listed as what was copyright claimed. Yeah, I got a claim from Jules. You didn't. You did not get a claim from me. No one is getting a claim from me. I don't claim people. I'm busy making video. I'm busy making music. I'm not going around claiming gameplay footage, and the fact that people think that I am fucking hurts. It sucks because, like, all I've been doing for the past 15 years is trying to make music and lift up other people who are making music. Whether or not that's, through doing the contest that I did back in, like, 2014, or trying to help other people who don't understand this whole licensing thing, or people who are just trying to start YouTube channels and trying to give them, like, hey, like this is what you should do. Even though at this point I don't even know what to do. But imagine that. Imagine you're trying to find new YouTube videos to make. And almost on a daily basis, you're getting emails from people thinking that you're claiming their videos. And you know what YouTube does? Nothing. They're not going to fucking do anything about it. Everyone's like, oh, well, maybe you should reach out to YouTube. Maybe you should, I have to wonder if this happens to other big cover artists like Smooth McGroove and such. It does. It happens to everyone. It's happening to everyone. And what is happening is people are just having to either AI respond to emails say the same thing and lose all of this fucking time to having to deal with YouTube being broken, or just stop listening to their fans at all. Like, stop reading emails, stop reading comments, and then just come across as a fucking asshole. Explain the same thing. Some claims are in their name and they don't come from them. They do, Fabio, especially Undertale, because Materia Collective owns the rights to Undertale. So if you got a Materia Collective thing, and the issue is, like, I've worked with Materia Collective extensively. I know they don't have the best reputation, and that's fine. You can have your opinions on them. I've been very, very good friends with the former CEO for a long time, and I have. Based on my understanding, the issue is not with him, it's with the delegated people. I'm not going to say too much, but there is a reason why, yes, I know Materia has been shitty in the past, and I've decided to continue working with them. I can't really talk too much about it, because honestly, I don't really understand. And there's a lot of this stuff that you can't understand. Copyright law? Brother, I'm trying to make video game music on a fucking guitar. I don't have time to learn copyright law. It's been explained that some of those claims have just been... Yeah, it's just been explained that some of those claims have been explained with exactly what you said about you not directly clicking to claim. That was a sentence. Yes. So just to recap. You're playing Banjo-Kazooie. Pretty shitty video game. Nobody plays. And you decide to upload that gameplay with your commentary to YouTube. You're gonna get a claim. Might be from me, might be from somebody else, or at least it looks like it's from me or that somebody else, but it's not. It's from another claimant, and YouTube decides to tell you because you're an idiot. YouTube thinks you're a fucking idiot. It's not going to tell you the fucking company. It's going to tell you what song you used because you're an idiot. But truly, YouTube is an idiot, and they're going to pull it from YouTube Music or whatever its sources, and it's not going to be the correct song. Or it's going to be from a cover artist. Could be from me. Could be from Caleb Hiles. Could be from anybody. So, yeah, forgive me for not wanting to make videos while that's been going on. To be fair, I am an idiot. Yeah, but not more than fucking YouTube, who can't even be fucking bothered to answer any fucking question if it doesn't affect their wallet. That's the issue here, is YouTube is not going to do anything about this until it affects their bottom line. And it won't. Until, a really big, artist gets claimed and there's going to be a lot of money or a big lawsuit, and then they'll do something about it. But until then, all of these cover artists, we're all just going to be... YouTube is going to point the finger to cover artists and not the actual people who are claiming the videos. So yeah, it's deeply flawed. Deeply to the point of damaging the reputation of people who are, passionate about making covers on their platform. But yeah, if you don't know, and there's been a lot of people who have come to this stream, saying, "Hey, I don't know how to get a hold of you. How do I deal with this false claim that you sent to me?" And I have to tell them I didn't, and I have no control over it. Here's one I received yesterday. I'm reaching out regarding a copyright claim that has recently been filed under your name against one of my videos, and that's the thing. It wasn't under my name. I have to tell people, no, this isn't me. And they sent me a screenshot, and it says content type melody, video uses this song's melody, and then it has the claimants under it. But at the top it says Devil Trigger by Family Jewels. Why? How can it be that bad? It's insane. Just made my own rock cover of Raise Up Your Bat, in which I recorded everything. This was a month ago. I also sang it in another language, and I don't know why I got copyrighted your cover. This shouldn't be the case since the original song is by Toby Fox. Can you please remove the copyright from me? Like in a very just kind of like, you don't own this song, so why are you saying you own this song? And I have to be like, brother, I'm not saying I own it. I'm not doing this. And for the most part, people seem to like understand. This was a month before that. I hate to send an email like this, but frankly, I have no idea who to turn to. You made their own cover of Raise Up Your Bat, and I'm not the only person who has covered Raise Up Your Bat. I imagine people who covered Raise Up Your Bat before I did. Death Rax did an amazing cover. I'm sure, if they licensed it, then they're probably also getting this. I think Caleb Hiles did something with... Did Caleb Hiles do a cover with Rich, I think? I wouldn't be surprised if Rich is getting this too. I believe mine was released before yours. So this person actually did release their cover before mine. And their version is being incorrectly claimed by you / your distributor. I've disputed them, and each time I get a notice a couple days later saying Materia Music Publishing is still valid, which it is. Materia owns the rights to that song. So if Materia wants to say, like, we get a cut of this, that's within the right because they literally have the right. But it's not me. Yep. I saw Little V in Canada, and we talked about this, and it sucks. And this email is normally I wouldn't mind if this wasn't my own music, but in the case of my song being like italicized, like like this person's very emotional, and of course they are. Of course they're emotional about this. Refute them. They don't get to take your money. I mean, sure, if what Toby says goes. Toby is, of course, the creator of all this. Should whatever, but that's again. This is not me. I'd like you to please remove your claim towards my stream, as ya do not own the original track of Out of Tartarus claimed in my live stream of Hades Crown Control. I'm just reading these. And here's one. One of my streams got flagged for copyright claim, and it linked to your cover of the shown track from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I was wondering if you could respond to the dispute. And what I appreciate about this is they actually read and saw okay, it says it links to your cover. Can you dispute it? Which I can't, but I appreciate it. YouTube sounds like it's just trying to make you seem like a dick. I mean, yeah. Regardless of if that's their intention, that's what YouTube's system is doing. It's making me sound like a dick. Music claim on Raise Up Your Bat, Scott Pilgrim. It never ends. There's just this is just my email, and I'm sure I'm getting a ton of them on Twitter. Even though my pinned comment, and why does my pinned fucking comment need to why can't my pinned tweet be like, hey everybody, I'm a musical artist, here are some of my musical things that I would like to share with you? No, my pinned comment, so that I can minimize this, has to be about this problem, because people send me tweets why can't my pinned tweet be just testicles, just balls? My name's Family Jewels. What else do you want from me? Is there a way for you to organize a group of all the cover artists who are also affected and do something together about this? Yeah, I mean, we can come together, but it's not going to do anything until it affects YouTube's bottom line. I guarantee you. They're not going to do anything. So forgive me for wanting to quit YouTube. This is the first time. I've dealt with... I've been on YouTube for 15 years, probably longer than some of my fans have been alive, which definitely makes me feel old. And I do want to talk about feeling old today as well. Why Jules feels like is this copyright shit? Why Jules feels like quitting, or is this a troll title? I mean, who could tell? Who could say? DA, what up? That's just it. YouTube system was designed to be an extremely complicated spider web on purpose, just so it can hold less accountability on itself. Really silly. That is 100% true. Whenever game theory Matthew Patthew goes in to like look at the algorithm, or like when he used to, it seemed like the case was like they just don't want that much power, because YouTube has the power to change political tides. And surely you guys can annoy YouTube. They're not listening. YouTube is not listening. They're sending AI at Team YouTube responses and all lowercase letters at us, which is like, I get that's their style, but it's almost so insulting that we'll send like, hey, this is a problem. And then we'll get an instant AI response from Team YouTube that's in all lowercase letters like, we'll look into it. We're really sorry. We're sorry. It's so frustrating. So forgive me for not wanting to make YouTube videos. Forgive me for wanting to quit this fucking shit. Johnny addressed this today in his own live stream, the copyright system. It sucks. It fucking sucks, man. Phone scam that they do to old people where they claim to be a family member to claim that I mean, kinda. It's not exactly the same, but yeah. Reinvent your own YouTube and call it JulesTube. Well, yeah, and then either it'll fail or it'll get popular, and then I'll get a shit ton of money and be corrupted, and then we'll just be back in the same boat. It'll just be me who's copyright claiming. It'll actually be me copyright claiming all of you at that point. Don't you have anyone with an actual YouTube guy connection? Yeah, I do. Sure fucking do. Sure fucking do. Does it work? No. Why would it? Again, the YouTube algorithm is created to be like so obfuscating to the people who made it, so that they don't have any ability to, like, it's like a firing squad. Like, you know, if something happens, like, oh, this is crazy black box fucking blah, blah, blah. So posted to Pornhub, bro, like, you joke, but like I've literally considered just uploading to Patreon and just saying fuck YouTube. You know? It's fucking wild. Them tube. Yeah, Yuna's decided to go to her chair. So that's what's been going on. And there's no end in sight. I'm spending so much time trying to understand why this is happening, and then responding to people who are angry with me, and it's exhausting. I think the thing that sucks the most that I keep thinking about is the way social media is constructed at this point. To be able to have any kind of power is to be an extremist, is to be absolutely the loudest person and be angry and emotional, you know, like going after people, you know, or like, you know, the call out post. Everybody wants to make a call out post, a post that like it gets you, gotcha post. Otherwise it gets buried because everybody's got a megaphone on the social media. It's noise. It's all fucking noise. So if somebody has two megaphones, or a megaphone that goes a little bit louder than the other ones, they have a chance of being heard. So the best way for somebody to do that is to absolutely villainize somebody. So people are absolutely conditioned to be the victim and to villainize those who have inconvenienced them, regardless of if they understand the situation at all. The first move is to be a villain, is to make the other person be a villain. So that's why all of these messages are coming across like, you know, like it almost like, and maybe this is just a weird false empathy. Maybe I'm misreading this, but a lot of this, and I have gotten these words. I think it was a tweet. Somebody saying, like, you know, you used to be a small creator too. That fucking sucks. You know, like somebody trying to like hit me where it hurts. Like, you used to be small too, and if when you were climbing up and you were getting like shoved down like this, it sucks, man. And you used to be cool. You still are, but you used to. And the way that translates to me is people feel they are punching up when they're going after me for these copyright things, you know. And I understand why. You know, you go to my page and you see big number. You know, you see a number big. Wow, so many subscribers. So many people clicked the button that cost $0 to click. Big power, big penis, big pee-pee. So then when you go after that person, you're punching up. Brother, we're on the same level when it comes to YouTube. Making any fucking change, making any kind of push, you're punching on the same fucking level, man. I hate this too. I can't stand this. I was told not to make a video about this. And the reasoning was, if we're trying to work with YouTube to try to come to a solution, we shouldn't try to villainize YouTube. And it makes sense to me. That's like the exact that's so hypocritical for everything that I just said about how I'm being attacked because it's so easy and so normal now to go to extreme villainization to the people who you think are claiming your videos. So why would I do the same thing? YouTube is already the villain in so many ways. Look at how many villains we have and how when they just ignore it, it goes away. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're the villain. It doesn't change anything. So that's why, like, making a video, it doesn't... What videos got claimed? Yours! Mine! I got to play an amazing show in Florida for the Undertale 10th anniversary. Ngaku Overdrive had myself, Trashburger, and Lame Genie perform. And I love the Lame Genie guys so much. They kept making jokes about how they're like, man, I really liked this guy, but then he claimed my videos. And then I would say, like, yeah, he claimed my videos too. Me. Because I wouldn't be surprised if I got a claim for my own song. That can happen. I think it has happened. If I go through my videos, I'm sure I could find your cover is being claimed because it's using the music from this cover, which is your cover. That's just how it is. That's how this system is. Dude, Lame Genie are so awesome. We were talking about like DMX and stuff because I was I'm looking to get into to like lighting setups for videos and stuff. I'm very excited about the projects I have upcoming for YouTube and Twitch, but goddamn, why would I want to? Why would I want to make videos for a platform that does this shit? You know? You meant DMX rap? No. However, Yeah. DMX is a system of controlling lighting. It's also the name of a very, very, very good rapper. But anyway, is this about situations like a guy on Twitter? Yes. I've had Riches and various, it's up Alpha Storm, appearing as autoclaims for my videos for years. Yeah. I haven't really talked to Rich very much. I sent him a meme the other day. I don't know if he responded, but I'm sure he's getting the same shit. I don't even have to ask. Caleb has been, I haven't had access to my Twitter, and honestly, I don't even care anymore. I don't want access to Twitter, or X, because fuck that shit. I'm sure in my DMs and my mentions are just destroyed right now with people saying that, you fucking bastard claiming my video. How dare you? Don't you remember who you were once? Brother, I'm still that. I don't know what to tell you. In this case, dead naming Twitter is morally appropriate. Remember who you are. I can't remember. I can't remember who I was. Welcome to Kick. Yeah. Yeah. It's frustrating to just, I don't know. It's just frustrating. And that's why it's been hard for me to kind of keep making stuff. Amelie says the same thing is happening. Yep. If it's happening to Amelie, I mean, it's not just metal guitar cover people. Noticed the series of tweets about this and thinking, I can't imagine you'd ever be that. I mean, I don't know. Try a petition. No, that's not how any of this works, unfortunately. They're going to fix it eventually. They're not. I have no faith. Trust the I think you're being facetious. No. But yeah. Yeah, no change.org isn't going to fix anything. Only partially. No. Yeah, I think that's I think that's kind of like something I've been wanting to try to figure out how to share with you guys, I've talked a lot about this copyright stuff, but I've just tried to like push through it. But it's exhausting. A lot of my energy is going to the wrong place. There are other things I want to talk about too, as to why I haven't been streaming as much, why I haven't been making videos as much. And one of how was your cruise? The cruise was great. Thank you for asking. Performing on a cruise is always fun. People who are giving you shit make up such a small portion of your reach. Yeah, but it's still exhausting. I mean, it helps, and I know it. It's just, yeah. So it's very demoralizing for sure. It's enough to fucking crush your mental health single-handedly going through this shit. Does it affect my love of being a musician as a whole? Being a musician, it's really publishing music to a platform. That's what it's destroying for me. Being a musician, no. I love music. I love making music. I've been actually like just doing a shit ton of commissions lately. I don't know if you guys saw, I also did I got to score Hell of a Boss. Hell of a Boss short 6 was completely scored by me. And the I did a rescore of the fight scene in episode 6 season 1. So if you want to watch Hell of a Boss on Prime, You can hear a whole new score of the episode 6 like epic fight. I scored it. It's all guitars and orchestra and stuff. It was great. No, I don't have a store because every single time I try to open a store, they fucking ghost me. So, yeah. No, it was fun. I was uncredited, but I got to do guitar in the Naked Gun movie with Liam Neeson that just came out. So in the credits, there's a guitar riff that plays, and that's me, which it's awesome. I mean, it would have been nice to be credited, but it's fine. So there has been a lot of stuff, and I'm very, very grateful for these things. Hold up, that was me, yeah. It was very, very cool. The what? The what? I am a very successful musician, but it's hard to feel excited to make more stuff when the platforms that you've built your musicianship upon shit in your cereal. Is there there is no dive bomb, but there should have been. Never been the type that would inconvenience anyone. Always a cool dude. I hate to lose you, but I understand you two makes it. Yeah, it does make it hell to create, and it sucks that it's like the only way to do it. You know, here's the thing. There's something that I've noticed where it's just if you go to YouTube, and I'm sure you guys have noticed. I feel like nobody's talking about this. All the thumbnails are the same. All the titles are the same. You know, they've been the same for like 10 years. It's all my face win blank. Hey, what's up, Lalia? It's a big highly contrasted face doing, you know, like, and it sounds like obvious, but it's been the same. It's all the same shit. And the reason is because posting content to YouTube is not about creating. It's now playing a game. We're all the creators, they're playing a game. It's all formulaic. Big red arrows and yellow circles. Yeah, I mean, that's been a thing forever. It's all incredibly the same. You know, everybody is literally just like invading your personal space as much as they can on a flat screen YouTube homepage to get your attention so that it's just noise. Everything is noise and everything's the same. It's so annoying. And what sucks is like for pretty much, you know, 90% of artists, this is the only way they're going to get their shit out there is TikTok, is YouTube, is all of this shit. But when I think about why I started posting on YouTube and like how I started posting on YouTube and now how much time I spend making thumbnails and SEO and all of this shit, it would make me 15 years ago cringe. It would make me 15 years ago feel like a sellout, like somebody who is just like trying to like fit some mold. That isn't me, you know. When I was making videos in my room covered in posters in the fucking upstairs of my mom's house, I was making medleys, you know? Loved making medleys. I was making medleys like weekly. You imagine making like fucking 8-song medleys every week, fully produced with music videos? That's what I did. That's what I did for a long time. I loved it. But then medleys can't be monetized. If I were to do that, I would have to get another job and have to make medleys on the side. With your emo ass hair, brother, nothing's changed. It wasn't a phase, Mom. Yeah, man. But there's kind of there's something that kind of set me on. I'm thinking about all this. The reason I started thinking about this is my friend what are they? Lion Might, I think is their name now. They used to be String Player Gamer, Diwa. Lion Might made a video recently titled "Why All Your Favorite Cover Artists Are Making React Content Now." And I loved that. I loved the I just love the concept, because then he opens up the video. He just says money. Okay, bye. But then he makes he's like, just kidding. So whatever. React slop is easy to make, simple as. So I think there's a lot of misconception about this, about React content specifically, and it all kind of ties into like artists who go into this because they have a passion for something, and then they get stuck in this, and then it kind of becomes like, ooh, this could be my career, and then it grabs hold of you and then molds you into what it wants you to be, which is a React channel, because now you need that to be able to make money and not have to get another job, right? And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, that's just because YouTube's algorithm is functioning. Like that's YouTube's algorithm pushing React content. It's not true. I mean, it is true, but it's not the YouTube algorithm. And, call me big, stupid psychology dropout Family Jewels. React content is human algorithm. React content works, and it was always going to get to the top of any kind of algorithm of what's popular because it appeals to human beings. There are so many emotional reactions you have to watching somebody else react to something. The algorithm is based off of something, and that something is the people that are watching. That's exactly right. Lion Might's React videos are worthwhile. Yeah, and it's great. But it sometimes breaks my heart to feel like, well, is this what he wants to be spending all his time doing? Is reacting to stuff? Based on what I know of Dio, which is not much. I wish I had hung out with him more. He would want to be making music. That's what I would want to be doing. I hate React content. It's not for everybody, but it's for the majority. All of these people who are making React content, they would rather be... I mean, I'm speaking for them. I don't know. Maybe they love making React content. They'd rather be making the music. Could you, I would walk up to any of those people, and if I asked them, what if you could make as much money and as much viewership from actually making music as you do reacting to it? Would you still react? Would you still make video reactions? They'd probably say no. This is a point where I'm not saying yell at YouTube. It's the wrong direction. React content is here to stay, and it always will, and it will always be bigger than the actual creation, because it's kind of the only way that you can experience something for the first time again, or at least as close as you possibly can. That's why we watch people on Twitch, on YouTube, play video games and stuff sometimes. It's either to have something going on in the background, we like their personality, or we want to watch somebody play our favorite game again for the first time and kind of vicariously experience that again. And so when you see reacting to Bury the Light from Devil May Cry, you remember what it was like for you to experience that. So now you want to watch somebody else experience that. So you get an empathetic response to that. It's inevitable. That's it's a type of content that will always be here to stay, because it's not the YouTube algorithm. This is the human algorithm. We want to have emotional reactions. We get dopamine, we get serotonin from having empathetic responses to other people, enjoying things that we also enjoy. You know, we can tap into that with music for sure, but it's not nearly as easy. Oh yeah, Storytime creators do so well. Storytime creators is actually, like, I feel like not doing as well as it used to. But that's saturation. It's weird how React content can be so saturated and still fucking work. It's because there's no shortage. Yeah, there's no shortage of people who want to react to things, and there's no shortage of people who want to watch other people react. It's not the same for other kind of content. So that was kind of a revelation that I came to, is that there is such an easy emotional attachment. That's why people are, yes, it makes more money. It makes more views. That's without a doubt. But I wanted to know why. And I actually did a lot of research into this. 'Cause yeah, Jaden's awesome. Love Jaden. But it really also made me think about what I'm doing now. You know, like, is this what I wanted to be doing? You know, why don't I just start doing React content? Wouldn't it be sick? Because then I could, like, make some extra money, you know, build up a new studio, not have to worry, like, oh, it'll just be a means to an end. I make some React content, right? I mean, it makes sense. That's what, like, any like channel manager who is, like, trying to deal with my channel and try to figure out how to make it grow more. So make some React content. I know it would work. But the problem is you create an expectation for an audience, and then you just bait and switch them. That was the thing that I found. Like, early on, I started making covers because I wanted to make original music someday, and I wanted to kind of build an audience. Eventually, I learned that I loved making covers, and I just kind of want to keep doing it. But I watched a lot of other creators who had the same exact thing that I did, where they started making covers because they wanted to create an audience and then create original content afterwards. And then what do you think happened? You make original music, and then everyone just, they don't click on it. Because that's not why they're there. That's not why people subscribe to you. It's a bait and switch. You are not baiting and switching them intentionally, but to them, to the viewer, the person who subscribed to you, you feel bait and switched. I have plenty of original songs, Reshadows. All the Rift to the Necrodancer stuff. Lindsay Sterling did that, and it worked for her, though. Yeah, but that's because she's hot. No, I'm just kidding. I think, like, educational standpoint. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I think I'm just, like, there's a lot of people who kind of they're quick to be trigger happy on, oh, YouTube is pushing React content, so we just have to make React content, otherwise we can't make any money, and then we're gonna, whatever. Sharks on Mars is still fucking awe. I hope you mean raw. But you have a point about the expectation bait and switch. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people who, react to your own music. Are you saying our favorite e-girl Family Jewels isn't hot? I am saying that. At least that's what I've been getting a lot of comments lately saying specifically that, and that's something specifically on the Rift of the Necrodancer stuff. I've spent way more time than I want to admit deleting comments mentioning, like, my weight, how much older I look, a lot of stuff based on my appearance. Forgive me for not wanting to make videos. So it sucks, but that is the case. I have rude things to say about those comments. It doesn't matter, man. I mean, everybody would love to be at a place where they don't care about what other people think, but you're posting music to the internet. You care about what other people think, Bro, you hot. Thank you, Chugga Conroy. I appreciate that. Misty tattoo, people hate on that. Oh, yeah. Fun story about the Misty tattoo, by the way. I did a... so as a lot of you guys know, people tried to cancel me about the Misty tattoo. And I think it really just went to show more about the people who were trying to cancel me on it than me. Namely, bathing suit equals sexualizing, and it's a whole thing. Whatever. Anyway, a lot of people were trying to cancel me over that and saying like, oh, well, like it is a sexy tattoo. And I'm like, oh, okay. So what you're saying is I got a 10-year-old on my arm and you find it sexy. Huh? Anyway. There was a game show on the cruise ship that I was just on, and it was a thing where there were these team captains, and every team captain represented a part of the audience, and the team captain had to get things from the audience, and it was like a late night thing, so it got a little wild. Where like they'll be like, okay, I need 6 pairs of pants, and then like, you know, people are just like whipping their pants off and throwing them and stuff, and then you know, they'd be like, okay, we need like 7 belts, and they all need to be like in a line and stuff. So it was really, really cool. A really cool game. One of them was, I need you to bring somebody up with an erotic tattoo. I need 7 cocks. I just walked down. I did not take my pants off. I thought about it though. But there was a point, somebody said, I want an erotic tattoo. Somebody come up with an erotic tattoo. And I was like, this will decide it. This will decide it. I walked up and I showed them my tattoo of Misty. And the lady who was like judging it was like, nah. I'm just like, all right, that decides it for me. Any doubt in my mind, like, ugh. Anyway. Jules Conroy with 7 cocks. That's me. Anyway, sorry. That was kind of a tangent. I did want to talk about that. Haters and shit. Random cruise ship lady logic. I mean, honestly, that's an unbiased source. That's somebody who's has nothing to do with any of this shit. You know, this isn't somebody who's trying to virtue signal and tell everybody else, I'm not a pedophile. This person's a pedophile. Red flags, you know. So, yeah. It felt good. I'm not saying that it's like it closes the case, but it felt good. Yeah. Anyway, all this to say about the React content and stuff is getting to sing us a song from that. Yeah, you know, what are you up to back there? You see your head pop up like, huh? I don't do cruises, no, because the ocean, because they're stickier than conventions. Not always. Royal Caribbeans are pretty clean. Zaron, thank you so much. Right. React content's easy to make. I could do it. I have kind of done it. I've kind of thought about how I could do it differently. But here's the problem is, like, when I'm like, okay, do I just react to song, like, and I could be like, Nintendo guitarist reacts to like oh my god, like yeah, like I could have the fucking title bait clickbait, whatever. Fine, it'd be great, whatever. Please don't become Marco Meatball. I don't know what that is, but I kind of, I'll do it for you, Sleeping Forest. I love that Lalio said, who? Yeah. React to your own content. Doorbell guy reacts to Jules cover. Control copy Sniper Wolf. I think it would be a really dick move to dox Jack's films, considering we're friends. Be even more of a dick move, honestly. I don't want to make React content. It's not creatively fulfilling. I've tried it, and it's not the content that I would be proud of. I'd be sitting there trying to make it something that I was proud of, rather than just doing something that I would be proud of. Just starting with that, and that's the reason I started posting videos on YouTube in the first place. You know, you don't want to sell your soul, and that's fair. It's not even about. Why did you react like that to sell your soul? You fucking demon dog. What did you see her like pop the fuck up when I said sell your soul? Give her no soul. Yeah, the dog wants a soul. She doesn't want a treat. Yeah. So the React content is kind of just more of like a really, really extreme example of just like the other shit, where it's like when Raise Your Back came out, I didn't necessarily really like it that much. I thought it was fine. You know, it's Toby Fox music. It's great. But for the past like 12 years, I've felt like this like push where it's like new song came out, and it's gonna do numbies. You better fucking do it. And it's tiring. This is not what I fucking like. When I feel burnt out, when I feel tired, it's because I'm tired of being somebody I'm not. I'm tired. Like when I'm feeling depressed about being a YouTuber, about being a content creator, it's because I'm being a content creator that I'm not. I'm doing stuff that I do not want to do. So the answer is do stuff that you want to do. It's obvious. It's simple. It is what it is. But it sucks when then you make something you want to make and then it underperforms like a motherfucker, which is what happened with the most recent CKY video. Because, like, you can sit there thinking, like, it doesn't matter. This is for me. Everything's going to be great. Everything, you know, like, even if it doesn't do well, I'm still enjoying making it. It's going to be fine. And then it doesn't do well, and it still hurts. You know? Dozens of times. Thank you. Unpaid bills speak louder. So that's just where it comes down to the rub. Is it time to make React content, or is it time to start putting fries in the bag? There's a point of burnout that I think everybody, literally the fucking, the you know, the general YouTube, you just hear Markiplier and all these, the YouTube burnout is real. If you start putting fries in the bag, I can get you a few for free. Oh, I thought you were going to say, could I get some for free? If I start putting fries in the bag, you guys can have some, all right? I'll give you guys some free fries. They won't go in the bag. They'll go in your hands, right in your mouth. I'll chew them up and then I'll just regurgitate you like a baby bird. Free fries. There's a point where it was something that my music teacher used to say, and it was fucked up. Like he would never want his name attached to this, but he was one of the top jazz guitarists at my school. Like he went to Berkeley, and he was an absolutely incredible player. And he was talking to all of us, like very deep into the semester, and he was like, all of you guys are probably staying. In college, you get a few months in, and a lot of people leave, and there's some people who talk about this process about what they're like, oh man, making scales, that's the worst. I hate, or like playing scales. I hate playing scales. Playing scales is the fucking worst. I hate that shit. So like, I'd literally rather, I'd rather die. I don't want to play scales. Oh, that's kind of a key thing to playing guitar. Or they'll be like, practicing. I just hate practice. I don't want to practice because I don't like it, and I don't want to hate guitar. So I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not going to practice. Okay. Maybe you'd rather shoot some hoops. Maybe you'd like folding shirts at Marshall's. There's parts of this that you can't escape. And if it's literally the worst thing, if there's an element of this that is literally the worst thing for you, maybe you should fold some shirts at Marshall's. Maybe you should put some fries in the bag. Why would you put yourself through something that's literal hell? And I like it because he's listening to you. A lot of teachers will just be like, you're overreacting. It's not really that bad. Maybe you're right. Maybe actually playing scales is horrible. Maybe you'd be better at shooting hoops. But he would never say that. You know what I mean? Like, because that it comes across just like, maybe give up. Maybe just give up. Maybe this isn't for you. Something you mentioned at a con panel I sat in on, learn the rules to break them. Yeah, don't break the rules before you learn them. Everyone's like, I don't want to learn music theory because it's going to keep me. No, learn music theory and then break the fucking rules. He's right. Right, he's right. And there are elements of YouTube that are absolutely, and I'm being real. I would rather put fries in a bag. I would rather fold shirts at Marshall's. And I hear his voice in my head every time I think about that. So, can you blame me for not wanting to make YouTube videos anymore? But there are elements that make it worth it. There's something about fucking... When you get there's something about fucking... When there's something about taking a melody that means a lot to you, that you had an emotional reaction to it, and then getting to play it, getting to record it down and hear it in a much more energetic way, and then getting to share that with other people that have that emotional reaction, there's no better feeling in the world for me. So it's not as simple as like, oh, there's things that I fucking hate. Oh, well, time to shoot some hoops. But yeah. It's been so long since I've been excited to read comments coming in on new videos. I have to, every time I release a video, I schedule a pinned comment, and then I just close the browser and I go touch grass for like a few days. It's been so long since I've looked at the viewer count on my streams. It's been so long since I've like had those elements that are almost just like lizard brain excitement because it hurts when it hurts bad when it hurts, when it doesn't go the way you want. And yeah. Samus, I don't want to know. Why did you tell me? There's a reason why I don't want to. Anyway. Jesus Christ. He's lying. There's only 3 viewers. That makes more sense to me. Some extreme burnout. Is it? Is it extreme burnout, or is it the burnout that it seems like literally almost everybody on YouTube has been experiencing? Almost everybody. I'm not saying everybody. So many people creating things they don't want to create because that's what will do better. That's why they're burnt out. I think it's that simple. There are things that are much more nuanced. This is not something I find nuanced. Why are people burnt out? They're making content they don't want to make because they feel like they have to. So they're living as a creator that isn't them. And for me, I'm like, I'm trying to find a way out of it. Because I don't want to stop making YouTube videos. It's fun. Better than putting fries in the bag. But I won't lie, I've been thinking a lot about giving up lately. Put the fries in the bag, little bro. You absolutely can still get burnt out by doing the things you want to do, but you're doing it too much. That's why you're burning out. I forced myself through burnout by doing different things than music for a bit, and I went back and enjoyed it again. See, I haven't, man. I just kind of have given myself the rub some dirt in it and push yourself through it, burnout. And I've probably been burnt out since 2011, I'm not going to lie, but the issue is more about just that feeling of feeling burnt out. And the things that burn me out are having to deal with almost fucking, constant people thinking I'm copyright claiming them. Which refer to the earlier part of the stream for that. And then making content I don't want to make. I'm not like if I didn't care, I'd make React content, but I do. I do care. So, the answer is not giving up. It's about figuring out a way through, just like usual. And the way through for me is just making shit I want to make when I want to make it. Says the guy that built his entire career off of making weekly videos, Bait and switch. I love Red Faction. Yep, Lolly official. I've had people send me legit threats for the copyright bullshit that's out of my control. YouTube legit said they ain't doing shit. I'm not kidding, guys. All of us are getting this shit. Threats, hate. They're punching up. So they're being aggressive and villainizing us. Kindly, I ask, do you have a therapist? Yes. Do you? I don't think there's a single human being alive who couldn't benefit from a good therapist, regardless of whether or not you think you need it. So, I've thought about therapy. You should stop and do it. Stop thinking. Start doing. I wanted therapy. Yeah. not everyone can get access to one, and that's totally fair. But the problem is the people who need therapy the most are the people who think they need it the least. So they're going to do the least amount of effort to actually go out of their way to get it. So, oops. Human condition. Oops. Anyway. Yeah, I think all this to say I'm tired of playing the YouTube game. I think everybody is. I don't think anybody wanted to play it. And a lot of it's not the YouTube game. A lot of it's the human condition game, the human algorithm game. You know, React content is not something that somebody decided like, ooh, prioritize that. That's God. God did that when he made us, if God exists. It's something that really gives us a lot of dopamine to watch as content. So it's not going anywhere. So I'm not going to make that. That's not the content that I'm going to make, because that's going to make me feel more burnt out, because it's content I don't want to make. So all that's kind of just wrapping that whole thought up, is like, I've done a lot of research into React content because I've been morbidly curious as to where that comes from, and if that is some kind of like why is this shit coming out of nowhere, or not going out of nowhere? It never goes out of style, and it's because it's so appealing to the human algorithm, the brain, you know, the emotion, the lizard brain, the interior cortex, you know. But no, I mean, that's... So it's just like... There's part of me that just like looks at that. It's like, I don't want to make that. That's going to burn me the fuck out. And it's made me realize... Become a grifter. I'd be a really good grifter. Like to be fair, I would grift so well. I would also get burnt out doing that for too long. Yeah. Drift. Well, both. I'll do some Tokyo Drift. You would probably be I'd be such a good... I used to grift on fucking YouTube before I was a channel. I used to just fucking piss people off in comments by going to Dragon Force videos and telling everybody that, hey, did you know these guys aren't actually playing it, it's all fake, and then people like, you know, and then people would like start flaming me for it. But like, I like Dragon Force. Like I just like to piss off the fans because they were so like sensitive about it. I'm not a good person, or at least I wasn't a good person. It was just fun for me. That's why I understand the mentality of a troll, of rage bait. Yeah, I get it. It's honestly the same thing. It's honestly just like React content. It activates a thing in your brain. You have this kind of just like this instant dopamine of what... Yeah, I don't know. It's the... I keep saying dopamine. It really is just like whatever in your brain is saying like, I like this, do this more. The reward system, you know? So it's like a false dopamine trigger. No, it's real. It's fucking real. That shit is like, feels good to control people, having control over other people. That's why you're getting a dopamine response from that. That's why I was. I'm ADHD. What reward system? Take an Adderall, and then you'll know. Maybe. Or you'll be a zombie. Who knows? Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphin. There's one more. Anyway. Serotonin is mood... We're not talking about this. Okay. Serotonin, dopamine, not the same thing. Yay, drugs. Have you guys thought about doing drugs about it? No. Okay. So, all that to say... I want to stop. I want to turn the dial down on the feeling like I want to give up and quit YouTube by doing more shit that I want to do. However, there's a lot of things working against that. And that's why I have not really been making videos. I don't know how to move forward. You know? It's hard. So, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about that. As far as streaming, I got back. I just did a cruise to the Bahamas where I performed on the cruise. It was a lot of fun. Got back and played a show in Florida, the Undertale Ungaku Overdrive Undertale 10-year anniversary thing. Absolutely amazing show. That show is going to go up on Ungaku Overdrive. And then after that, I came home. I was here for a week. I didn't stream because I got super fucking sick. And then I did my tour in Canada. So I performed in Cranbrook with Danny B Style and Cartoon Violence USA. We played in Calgary. I got to hang out with Proton Claire, Luca, and Little V Mills. Got to meet up with those guys. And then I went up to Edmonton. It was awesome. Edmonton, we played this bar, and it was a great vibe. And then I got to check out the West Edmonton Mall, which is fucking mind blowing, absolutely fucking mind blowing. Yes, Yuna crashed Lucas' stream. It was also great. I went with Migo Hihi and Yuna, and we traveled Alberta, Canada, and then after the mall, we went to Banff. We looked at the mountains. It was beautiful. I had tea. I had tea at an afternoon tea thing, and then went to Lake Louise, and we did a kayak thing. It wasn't a kayak. It was like a rowboat kind of thing. Absolutely beautiful. Went back and hung out with Little V Mills. Had some of those amazing. Is it a mall that isn't just 400 clothing stores? Oh yeah, this mall has a ice rink, an underground go-kart course, a giant fucking wave pool, a water park, mini golf, sea lions, penguins. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting so much shit. Escape rooms. Insane. Absolutely insane. Will you be at MagFest 2026? That's the plan currently. Largest indoor roller. I didn't even see the roller coaster. It has a shooting range. Jesus. It was crazy. It was a lot of fun. Yuna has no thoughts in her head. She does not. She's licking the air. She's doing that thing dogs do when you scratch their butt and they start licking the air. Oh, the roller coaster's gone. Oh, that sucks. Yes, penguins and sea lions in the mall. No, they have it's like a little they do little shows and stuff. It's like a little mini I was gonna say SeaWorld, but it seemed like they actually like to live, so I don't know. Over a decade. It was really cool. I liked it a lot. But I got back and honestly immediately got hit with the same shit that's been happening to me all year. Both of my computers started blue screening. The one that I used to record, the one I used to do other work on. It was almost just like I had all this time to have a break and enjoy some beautiful mountains and some penguins and all this shit, and then I come back and immediately I'm hit with none of my shit works. Post-nut clarity, but post-tour clarity, yeah, I mean, honestly. I watched you before. I actually ran past you in 2020 with Little V, and my mind was blown, but I didn't say hi. Oh, well, that's funny. I got to hang out with Little V a few weeks ago in Calgary when I was hanging out up there. I managed to miss out on knowing you came here, though. When did that happen? Honestly, that's mostly my fault because I was going to talk about it more. I was helping promote the Ungaku Overdrive show in Florida, but then I got back and I got too sick. And then literally the day before the Cranbrook show, I posted about it and said, hey, I'm playing in Alberta. And a lot of people were like, fuck! So everyone who came out, I really appreciate you guys being so quick. I did such a shitty job promoting that, but yeah. Came back, a lot of things went wrong, not just that. Other things went wrong that I don't want to really talk about. But it was absolutely just like a fucking hitting a wall. The second I got back, I was excited, I felt refreshed, and I was ready to get back to work, start streaming again, and then hit a wall. And I really felt kind of fucking depressed about. I was just like, fuck, like, why am I even doing this? It's like everything feels like it's pushing against me. Even this stream, I opened up OBS, which has never given me problems on this mini PC, and it just wouldn't work. This whole scene I made right before this stream because I was just like, I just want to stream, fuck it. My other profile, whatever, in OBS, it was just black. Nothing would work. So made this from scratch. It's just 3 sources. Is there a problem with your room? Yeah, probably. It's probably bad power. It's just frying all my fucking electronics or some shit. It comes to best revelations. That would be true, Lalia, if I wasn't going through great resistance for the past 9 months. And I haven't had a single revelation yet. I do appreciate it. Yeah, so I just spent $1,000 replacing all the parts in my PC. So this is what are we up to? This has to be like my 8th or 9th reinstall of Windows this year. Your CPU an Intel 13 series? It was. One of the PCs, it did have corrosion issues. I think that was one of the things. The fucking Intel 13 series were corroding. Yeah, that's why husband's not there. It's a fresh install of Windows. And I literally just did another fresh install of Windows on my other PC upstairs that I use to mix and do other shit on today. I'm really good at reinstalling Windows. This year, correct. It's been that bad. So, it sucked. But here we are. So I haven't really wanted to stream, just it like there's I feel like with so much resistance and stuff and everything going wrong and all the new Windows, fuck my computer, yeah. Most Windows installed. That's what it feels like, man. It won't be so garbage. I just switched to AMD. All my computers are AMD now. I finally just decided to fucking switch them. Switch. Fucking tell. I'm all AMD now. I should just go to Linux, honestly. Fuck Windows, but yeah. I think Mac OS and Logic tend to have their own issues now, and it's funny because like everybody always tells me like, oh well, I have a Macintosh and it never gives me issues, and then I like take a little peek behind them and their fucking iMac is in flames. I'm like, cope harder. But yeah, no, have to be, yeah. I was an Intel loyalist for way too fucking long. But yeah, I think I don't know. So for those that don't know, I for a year and a half, I was working on a speed run, Ocarina of Time, Medallion Stones and Trials, working to get that under 2 hours and 30 minutes. And I finally got it. And there's been a lot of memes that we did. We played Suavemente during the Phantom Ganon fight. And we had an epic, music that we played at the end. And there's just all these memes and stuff and, all the alerts and stuff. And because of the music that was played, once I finally, after a year and a half, got the goal, the run was rejected because of the music. And so I was like, all right, well, I did it once. Let's try it again. And then I couldn't get it. And then I came back and all these things happened. And I was like, all right, well, like, what do I do? Keep going? It's like, no, I haven't run Ocarina of Time in like a month. Like, it's going to be all this derusting and shit. And so I'm just like, is this really what I want to do? And the answer is no. Part of me wants to just say, like, fuck it. Like, we'll go back at some point in the future, but I need a break. And I started learning the 120 star run. That's going to be the next speed run, is 120 Mario 64. And it starts with Lobby BLJ, which is such a fucking bitch. But I've been practicing it, and honestly, I've been spending so much time practicing just that I haven't had time to practice the actual route for 120. So, working on it. Yeah, so Mario is coming back, and we're doing a much longer run. It's going to be... 2026 is going to be the year of Mario. So... I do still have the personal satisfaction of sub 230. Mario's going to make me suffer again. Yes, absolutely. But hopefully after a nice amount of unburning out, relaxing, trying to catch my breath, maybe streaming some different stuff. We'll figure out what that is. Even, like, honestly, an Ocarina of Time randomizer, that'd probably be fun. That'd be fine. Maybe I do a no logic just to really solidify the fact that after a year and a half of Ocarina of Time, I still don't understand that fucking game. Something like that. Could be fun. Just something different. Also, the Mario with the guitar thing, I really want to bring that back. I have an idea of that. Community Archipelago, I haven't really figured out how to stream Archipelago. That'd just be for fun off to the side if I did that. Taking a breath. Oh, I'm fucking taking a breath. I almost didn't stream today because I was just like, well, maybe I just fucking take a breath and stuff. Just have some stupid, silly fun for a bit. No, that's the idea for sure. Mario guitar was made. Yeah, and I have a new method of how I want to do it, and yeah, some OOT random. I didn't know the OOT video with Smith came out. I felt so bad. Mostly probably because Twitter, because I don't have access to my X account. So didn't stream today. I was breathing. Yeah, I was touching grass. No, I was installing Windows again on another PC. So, I highly recommend Nocturne RTA over MST and not getting too deep. Nah. What's the issue? Watching an Archipelago stream is chaos. Like, what the fuck do you even pay attention to? So I have been trying to figure that out. Like, what's a good way to actually, like, enjoy watching an Archipelago stream? But my brain don't work good lately, so I'll get back to that at some point. Amalia, thanks so much for the 20 months. I think I've been really frustrated with Twitch in general, mostly because, like, I feel like I've the amount of effort that I've put into Twitch to the actual, like, growth of the channel has completely been, like, the reverse of, like, an 80-20 thing, you know? Like, I feel like I've put, like, 80% more time into and effort in the past few years to the Twitch channel, and I've always kind of just the concurrent has been like 80 viewers to 100, and it sucks because, like, I've put a lot of effort into it and wanting to grow it, you know. And it sucks when I take so much time away from YouTube to bring to Twitch. And, you know, the thing is, like, I've done so much stuff. Like, we streamed on the front page. And it was like, I got like 20 followers streaming for like the full 8 hours or 9 hours or whatever the fuck it was. And I was like, maybe stream with a friend to offset some of the insanity. Honestly, like, I feel like when I stream with a friend, I don't get to talk to you guys as much. Twitch, honestly, it is a miserable fucking platform to grow on. So it has definitely felt kind of like running up a fucking wall. I spent so many hours practicing MST. And I don't know. It's like with that and all of the endless fucking PC issues and the crashes and having to set up new things and reinstall Windows and having a run that's going well and then blue screening. It's just like, fuck, dude. Do you like talking to us? How much do you want to grow then? Not too much. For sure not too much, but like I don't want to. I feel like Twitch would be really rough for me if it was like I was streaming for like 1,000 to 2,000 people, but if it was like, you know, I don't know, man. It's just some amount of growth. For the effort that I was putting in to grow, it would have been nice to kind of feel like I was growing, and it's just kind of made me feel like maybe I'm just allocating my effort to the wrong things. That's what it's felt like. I don't know if that even makes sense, you know, because like I'm so like, oh, I gotta just do what I want to do, you know. But yeah. It's the same thing that I was talking about earlier, where it's just like, if you're feeling burnt out, it's because you're doing shit that isn't you. Too much. Jules coming to terms with being a grower, or I'm just saying, like, there's some medium between being a grower and a shower that I think is the Goldilocks zone of cock. That's all I'm saying. But there's a lot of nuance, and there's a lot of these issues are not as simple as people make it out to be. I do think burnout is very simple. People are just trying too hard to be something they're not. Goldie Cox, you guys were both on that fucking... All you guys. I think a lot of people talk about burnout being like a workload thing and not enough about it being not what you want to do. And that's honestly the overwhelming feeling. So I think the reason why I've felt like quitting YouTube and quitting Twitch is because it draws you in. All of these things draw you in, making you think that you will be able to make money and build a platform on the thing that you want to do. And then it's you who's baited and switched. The creator is baited and switched. And the creator has to make the choice of, do I do the smart thing? Or do I do the thing that's better for my health? And the smart thing is the thing that's better for your health. But everything tells you the opposite. So I don't know. I want to keep making what excites me and what excites you guys. And those don't always align, especially as I get old and fat and lose faith. You know, it's the children who are wrong. I don't understand, you know. And I've spent a lot of time thrust into a place of being the person who figured it out. Early on, like, people were like, wow, look at this guy. He's making money. Making video game music. I could do that. I could make video game covers. The truth is, I don't know shit. I got lucky. Everybody else who did this got lucky. They made some smart decisions. They made some decisions that worked out. They were risks, and they worked out. But I don't know anything, man. I don't know what people want to see. I'm not hip with the kids. You know. You were the blueprint in your space. The thing is I wasn't. You know? You could say the same thing about CS Guitar 89, who I pretty much just ripped off the entire video format of and constantly tried to match his audio quality. And he was inspired by other people. You know, Metal Daniel 03, that's Daniel Tidwell. He was inspired by people. Video game music live has been a thing since the 80s. I wasn't the pioneer. You know? I don't want to be the pioneer. I don't want to be the person that knows everything. I want to be the person that does what I love. You were consistent? I was. That was, I think, what set me apart in the beginning. But I was consistent because I was doing what I loved doing. And I feel that in both YouTube algorithm and human algorithm, to be able to grow to a certain point, I have to make harder decisions as time goes on as to what kind of content I make. What do you love doing now? Your mom. But I can't monetize that. I will say I miss your stream highlights so fucking much. Dude. I want to make this. I loved making the stream highlights, but I only have so much fucking time, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. My mom is cutting you off, man. Fuck. Not the cutoff. It's heartbreaking to see you so fatigued. I've been fatigued for a long time, man. And it's been a really hard couple of years. Really, really hard. And I know it's been hard for you guys too. But I think it's tough because I think a lot of people say like, oh man, like I miss your stuff. It makes me feel good. Like I miss your streams. I miss seeing Yuna. Yeah. Here she is. Yeah. You and her moment. You and your moment. You and your moment. Yeah. Did you see your dermatologist? She did. Yogi. Yourself a break? I don't know, man. I think the thing with a break is like I got my break. I went to Banff and I went to Lake Louise and all this shit, and then I came back and then immediately just it was like I never even left. Have a break of having a break. Pretty much. I don't know, man. Is Yuna fearless? She's pretty fearless. She hates being dropped, though. She wiggles like a little fish whenever I'm about to drop her. Tosh and I were like, I hope Dad comes back soon. How was the show in Calgary? It was pretty fun. I feel like anyone would hate being dropped. I don't know. Detox from content. Well, that's kind of like what a lot of this stuff kind of comes from, is like this feeling of like I kind of want to give up. Big yawn. I'm just really oh, Cosmic Sage, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Really appreciate that. I'm sorry I have the alerts off. I literally just could not get a word in. How did Yuna get along with Bagel? They got along pretty well. Hold on. I have a picture. Hi. Thank you. See if I can find a picture that I could show you. Yuna, your breath stinks. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, they played a little bit. Bagel was kind of just like, what the fuck, leave me alone, because Bagel was too busy defending the neighborhood, and then came back in, and Yuna was like, ooh, no friend! And Bagel was, yeah, no, Yuna's smaller than most cats. She's very, very tiny. She's a very, very tiny dog. Look at, like, she's just in my hand. This is how big she is. She's a very, very tiny dog. We all at the DA team love you to bits and hope we can find the balance you're looking for in all this. You too, man. Let me know if you guys ever need any guitar. So honestly, lately, just doing commissions has been nice. Just kind of like, and I can just be like, all right, I think I made enough to pay the bills this month. Let's. Hi. Tell Yuner I love and missed her. Reshadows and my whole chat loved and missed you. Oh, and she was wearing her cute little headphones at your concert. Yeah, she does have little headphones she wears at my concerts. You do commissions? No. Yeah, I still find myself doing them. Because people ask me. Original covers? Hell yeah, hell yeah. How much is a commission? I don't do commissions. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never done a commission in my life. Maybe. Why did that tag Tarvold? I don't know. I need more people with my degenerate sense of humor around, but whatever you want, yeah, everyone will support it. Thank you, Tarvold. Love you, man. Jules gets paid in feet pics. Yeah, and then I just pass those along to Cole. I haven't had Cole do any of my highlights in a while. I just ran out of feet pics. Can't tell if I do not do commissions. How many more subs needed for commissions? Food is overrated. No more feet. How about big dad pics? What about that? Would you do edits for fresh new large dad pics, Cole? My partners already provide that. Fuck. See, this is why Cole hasn't done any highlights. I have nothing to offer him anymore. What's the ideal situation for you, man? Getting to make the shit I want to make and feeling like it helps me grow. Not feeling like I need to do things that I don't want to do to grow. That's the ideal. And the answer to that is that's life. So shit sucks. Oh, also not everything in my whole fucking life breaking. Having to spend a whole bunch of money on new computers that just get fucking fried. Combine dads and feet. I don't know. I wanted to stream today to kind of, give you guys an idea of what's been going on, because I have been kind of quiet and I've been kind of frustrated in my quietness, where I've just been like, I think I said in the Discord, I was just like, I'm back, guys, but I don't really want to stream. I'm in such a bad headspace right now that I don't want to just like pass that along to you guys. And I did anyway, so it's fine. Does any of your musical work bring in residuals? Not really. Not really. I mean, anything on Spotify, I get residuals for the most part. But not really like specifically like something that all the residuals goes to me, because a lot of that stuff is like either a cover where some of it goes to the original copyright holder, or like all sorts. I assume these combos are super important to have. I guess it just doesn't really ever feel like these conversations are. I don't know. Whenever I talk about like a lot of these things, I don't really feel like they're going to the right people. Like when I come in here and I go, grrr, clouds, how dare you be clouds in the sky? I am just a simple old man shaking my fist at the cloud. The clouds are never in the comments. Can you share your music in Yandex Music too? I think I... Do I not? I don't know. I usually just try to go to everything that I can. The 4 nickels showed up in the mail from Spotify. Bro, you and I are the same age. Quit saying you're old. No, you're also old. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you that. You are also very old. And I think it's validating to see another artist who feels the same about what's going on. Well, that's the thing, man. I mean, I think it's just like, who's this? What's this kind of stream for? Is it to validate other artists? Is it to, make other content creators feel like they're not alone? Is it a way for my audience to tell me, just do what you want to do, bro? Bro, like, what are you so worried about? Just do what you want to do, man. I don't know. But I wanted to stream. So it's a showcase for humanity because the internet's so obsessed with throwing it away. Boy, do I know it. Form of therapy, you're just able to get everything off your chest after bottling it up. I'm not really bottling it though. I'm talking about it fine. I got a fucking therapist. I don't need you. I don't need you fucks. It's not. It doesn't even feel cathartic. This just feels like a check-in. I'm telling you guys, like, hey guys, I've been silent and quiet and angry and pissed and annoyed because constantly people fucking are sending me threats and angry emails about copyright claiming and being like, don't you remember who you used to be? Don't you remember you were a small creator once too? Brother, I'm still a small creator. Quiet, you've been talking for an hour. Well, this is the first time I've been talking in like, 3 weeks, a month? I don't know. I wanted to say something to you guys because I don't know. Or, if anything, just to have a thing where I can just point people to. And if people are like, where did he go? He hasn't made any content in 14 minutes. Is he dead? You could just be like, yeah, here you go. He's dead. Just, if somebody says, I miss Jules, what is he doing now? Please just tell them he is dead. That way, when I come out with a video, they'll be like, oh my God. That's... The expectations are so low that... They're going to love it, no matter what it is. It could be a video of me shitting in a toilet. Cause of death? Honestly, make it up. I think it would be way better if my cause of death is different depending on who you ask. Yeah, all of these things. Great. Just say that. What's the plan to explain the resurrection, or are we just not going to acknowledge it? No, just don't acknowledge it. That's fine. It's like the same thing as, like, do you guys ever notice when somebody comes like, hey, like, when is the cover of this? I always just say tomorrow. No, nobody has the attention span. The next day, they don't even remember they asked it. I guarantee you. People just have, like, this object permanence issue where, like, if a creator hasn't made something, it doesn't matter if you rang the fucking bell or smashed that like and subscribe button. They're dead to you. And that's the unfortunate fact that I wish more fucking YouTubers realized. And Twitch streamers. Nobody cares about your content as much as you do. But it's so weird how it doesn't seem like that. It seems like you need to put out a fucking apology video where you're going Gomen Nasai to your entire fucking fan base because you were 13 minutes late to your fucking Jackbox live stream. Nobody cares. Everybody's living their own fucking life. You know? It's okay. It really just goes to show, like, the actual, like, price of, look at this cool platform I can put my work on. I can make money from it. I can make a life from it. It's not for free. Boy, am I feeling it. So, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Any questions? Is mayonnaise an instrument? It sure is. Yes, hi, do you need a Mario voice? Fucking no! Are you still our dad? Yes. Chicken or the egg? Both. Back and forth forever. Can you play Among Us now? I would love to play Among Us. I haven't played Among Us in fucking forever. When do you do push-ups for all those subs you got? I didn't hear any subs. I don't know what you're talking about. How was your day? Day was okay. I got a lot done today. I got 2 projects done, and now I can get back to the project that I've been... I've told you guys, I was working on this really huge project, and then I put that project on the back burner for this other really huge project that then was on the back burner for all these other projects, and now I'm back to that middle one. Yeah. Among Us is still super fun. I know, man. I want to play it. The copyright system fucks over all creators. My question is, where babies from? Babies from pregnant. Babies from getting pregnant. Pregante. Kenna has pregnant sex. Will it hurt baby top of his head? Community Among Us stream? Maybe. Pregnant. Tea or lemonade? Tea. Lemonade has too much fucking sugar. Can you get pregante? If you figure out the answer to the existential YouTuber dilemma, please let us know. I won't. No one will. It's not a YouTuber dilemma. It's a human dilemma. Are you going to GameStown Con? I should. But that's in another country, isn't it? I missed the Among Us streams. Those were fun. Pregnant Luigi. These were the questions I thought. When I said, all right, we've talked about some real shit, what are the questions? I really hoped that the question would be pregnant Luigi. I do still use Cubase. And yes, it will make you pregnant. My roommate has been helping me with all my computer issues, and today was just like, have you considered Reaper? And I'm like, yes. Every time Cubase has a fucking nuclear... It's in Burbank? Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, I think I'm thinking the Portugal one. Any shows or cons in the Northeast? I think I'm good on shows for this year. I went on 4 tours. I did the tour with Master Boot Record at the beginning of the year. I did a mini tour with Danny B Style. Kind of, I just got on their tour for like 2 or 3 shows. I can't even remember. Then I did my tour with Thunder Forge in June, and then I just got back from the tour in Alberta. I'm tired. I would like to maybe wait until next year to do some more shows, if that's okay. Thank you. Would you do? I would love to do San Japan. That would be great. Should I use Wedgie board? Most fulfilling tour, MBR. MBR was a lot of fun. Thunderforge would have been good if anyone fucking came. Our biggest show was the one in Massachusetts, and then every other show was like, eh. In-ears or floor wedge depends on the venue. If it's a bar, I'm just floor wedging it. If it's like a full like stage, maybe. Yep, I was in Richmond. Big ocean separates Ireland and America. Yeah, I'll play Ireland someday. Which is a shame. Thunderforge rules. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to head out, but thank you guys so much for joining me today. I did want to, cue you guys in on what's going on. I might ask the Discord, what you guys want to see. I could do more MST. I'm not opposed to it. I would have to derust, and it would be nice because it'd be kind of like, I don't have to learn anything new. I just jump into it and whatever. Maybe, fucking what? Yeah. Thank you, it's been very stressful, but thank you, everybody who has been like, where are you? Like, I hope to see you again. It's definitely put some pressure on me streaming again, but learn the new Temple Fire Jump. Ugh. But it is nice to feel wanted. It is nice to feel missed. So thank you. Just play the game normally. I don't know how to do that. You could do some randomizers, Iron Mario. You can do a lot of different stuff, so we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll see you guys fucking maybe Tuesday, but no promises. I don't want to promise anything. I don't wish to promise anything. That could be funny. All right. I'll see you guys later.